Welcome back to Simbright Fashion Academy YouTube channel for another interesting tutorial. So in this class I'll be teaching you how to make this beautiful play suit, or you can also call it a jumpsuit, as you are seeing right there on the thumbnail. So I will be making this just for a very small person. But if you follow the instructions here in this video, you'll be able to make this play suit perfectly. So the first thing I'm going to do now is to rule my border line. The fabric I have here, I have 2 pieces of it is on fold. So although I also cut out this part, okay, to make it 2 separate parts. So if you're making use of a yard or 2 and 2 yards, depending on your size for this particular tutorial, this is what you do. Just go ahead and place it on fold. Okay, so the measurement of what we have on the width has to correspond with your hip measurement. You have to take your hip measurement. Let's say your hip is 36. Okay, so if my hip, I'm working with hip 36 now, I'm going to divide 36 by 2. So if I divide it by 2, here I have 18 inches. So I'm going to take my measurement from here. That is the width of the fabric you are supposed to make use of. So this is my 18 inches. So on this 18 inches, I added extra inches for my elastic and for ease. So I added 8 more inches for ease, elastic, stitching and all that. So this 8 inches when multiplied by 2 is 16 inches added on your round hip. So once you have done that, the first thing you do now is to mark your border line. Okay, so I will mark my border line on the top of this dress. So this border line is going to serve as the starting line. Now on this starting line, I'm going to place 6 inches as off. You know, this is off shouldered, so this 6 inches will be off for this dress. So from these 6 inches, I'll start taking the measurement of my waist. So I'm working with waist. I'm working with waist 15. So I'll just go ahead and add 1 inch. Okay, I'm adding 1 inch because at the end of the day I'm going to fold in this 1 inch for my elastic. So whatever your waist is, just add 1 inch for elastic or for ease. Then the next I'll mark is my hip measurement. The hip I'm working with here is 22. Okay, so I'll just mark 23 inches here, adding 1 inch to my ease. Then if I've done that, then I'm going to add 3 inches, 1 2 3, and that will serve as the crouch line. Okay, so the length of what I have on this is not actually that much. Okay, so if you are making yours from this crouch line, just measure about 6 inches or 7 inches to the hem. But I don't have much fabric, so I'll just use 4 inches for this particular tutorial to demonstrate to you. But once you have marked 3 inches of your crouch, go ahead and add extra 7 inches as the stopping line of this play suit. Okay, so I've marked all of this and I'm going to rule my lines across. So these lines represent both my waist, my hip line across. Okay, so once I've done that, next I'll do is to fold this fabric. So I'm folding this fabric into 2 equal parts once again after you have gotten this measurement. And what we have here is going to serve as the center front line. So now at this center front line, I will simply go ahead on the crouch line. I'll measure 1.5 inch. This is 1.5. I'll mark. I'll come to the hem. I'll measure 1.5. I'll mark. I'll go ahead and do what? Rule a straight line there, and then I'll do what? I'll curve the crouch line. So this part is going to be the crouch line. So this play suit is actually very easy to make. So I'll just go ahead and do what? Cut off this. okay, and it becomes the crouch line. So next I will do is just to go over to my machine now. You can see what we have right there. So I'll just go over to my machine. Like I said, I'm going to open this part. Remember, I placed it on fold. So if you are going to attach a pocket, okay, it's all by choice. If you want to attach a pocket, simply go ahead and place your hands on the fabric, on your fabric. I have so many videos on how to attach a pocket. So if you're attaching that pocket, note that this is our hip line and this is the waistline. So you can go ahead and step down by 2 inches before you place your pocket. But I'll not be doing that for this class. So I'll now go ahead and join the sides. The size of this play suit, I will close it here, close it here. But before I do that, I'm going to sew here first, okay? I'm going to sew here first, then I'll close the sides, or you can close the sides and turn it, and anyhow you want to do it. So let me first of all put them together and close the side, okay? So I'll go ahead and close the sides right now. The both sides, I'll close it. Then once I close it, I'm going to sew right here. Then we'll now fix our elastic and we're able to get this jumpsuit. So let me do that now. All right, so I'm hemmed the upper part of this and I've also sewn the sides, okay? So this is how the play suit is going to look like. So on this crouch line, I'll just make notches because that part is curvy. I'll just make little notches, so by the time I turn this play suit aside, it looks, you know, a little bit relaxed. Okay, so like I said, try and extend what we have from this crouch line. Okay, so you'll be able to have this not hanging on your crouch. So this is how it's going to look like at the end of the day. So now I've already hemmed the upper part of this. So what I'm going to use to gather this part is going to be my round chest measurement. So the round chest measurement I'm working with here, I'm working with 26. So this is 26. I'll just go ahead and cut that 26. So once I've cut it, I'll go ahead and use my safety pin and insert from the hole I've made. So I'll just go ahead and insert this till I get back to where I started on the hole. So that is going to make the gathers for us. So when you are making this dress, make sure you add enough ease, okay, to whatever your hip measurement is. So it's what you have as the ease. So now I've inserted my elastic and I brought it back to where it's supposed to be. So I'll just go ahead and stitch the both together. I'm going to stitch these both, stitch them together and then widen them out this way, okay? So then we'll now attach the rope to this with the elastic. This is what I have on the elastic. So I'll just go ahead and sew my strip. So your strip should be as long as you wish it to be. So once you have sewn your strip now, put it together and come over here at the midpoint. Just go to the machine and stitch, okay? So that will be the part that you are going to sew, as you are seeing right there on the thumbnail. So I'll stitch it right now and we are done with this dress right now, and this is what the strip looks like, okay? So alright, so I'm done attaching this strip now, okay? So once you wear it, this part will be on the chest for you, okay? So it will hold onto your chest and you tie your rope on your neck, as you can see right there on the picture. So this is the waistline. If you remember, we stepped down by 3, so please make sure you step down by 6 inches, okay? you have to step down by 6 inches. If not, this scratch part will be on your, on your crouch, and it might be very uncomfortable. So if you look at that, what we have right there on the thumbnail play suit, you notice that this part is free, so it actually needs to be free for you to have this curve. So thank you very much for coming to this tutorial. If you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends, drop your comment on the comment section and your suggestions as well. Thank you once again. See you in the next class. Bye.